the topic is stuck in the middle. And really what I think I want to start with is to just sort of get a broad overview from maybe your perspective, John, of what you consider to be the pressures on in-house counsel, and what are the challenges, what are the issues that you face on a daily basis being stuck in the middle?
Well, I think it's fair to say that paying lawyers is not high on the list of everybody's what we love, what our managers and businesses love. It's kind of a necessary evil. One that's respected, but as costs go up, the respect goes down, and there's a constant pressure to manage costs. There's also businesses say, why are we being pushed in the same way? We have markets that set our prices. We sometimes are pushed by suppliers. Sometimes we push suppliers. We are committed to a contract. We're committed to a certain amount of money. Why can't you do this the same way? And there's a lot of new things changing out there. There's new software that's coming out. There's marketing on budgets. Insurers are pushing back and giving you different directions on how costs can be better clarified and managed, identified. One of the things that I have seen more change in the last 3 years in this area, and I expect to see a lot more maybe in the next 5 years, than I've seen in my entire career. E-discovery is being an issue. It is very often being a cost challenge that we have to address. It has to be controlled, and we sometimes have to say no as the in-house counsel. We also have to come back to management and say sometimes that you've got to pick and choose among a series of bad options as to what we have to do, but if you want to stay within a certain price, there's a lot more risk today than there ever was. We have to say sometimes that we have to do it today because it's the law, and they don't like the fact that it's the law. The government, there's a lot of regulatory intrusion, but they have their points too. But the fact is they got a bigger club. So, we're dealing with this, but we're also dealing with a plaintiff's bar that's becoming more sophisticated, more interconnected. And it's just an ongoing challenge that I think has to be discussed with business people. On the business side of it, this is how it's similar to your business, but telling law firms that there's more competition out there for this type of business, have to be aware of it. Good relationships, long-standing relationships are important and will continue, and I will advocate that very thoroughly, but you've got to help me here. And if you don't like getting beat up, it's not the best job in the world at the moment.
Anybody else?
I would agree with all those statements, and I would say that we're in a unique situation because the bottom line is always first and foremost the important part of the company. Legal is not the important part of the company. We're not a cost center. We generally don't bring in money. In my bankruptcy role, I try to bring some money in, and it makes us look good. But other than that, we're not the cash cow. So in my business, especially, we always say that the job is that we're selling the groceries out there, distributing the food. And if my team gets in the way of selling the groceries, that's impacting the bottom line. The same would be true for the outside counsel. We need their support to help us get those groceries sold, and we don't need anything to stop us from doing that. And so if something seems like it's black and white, it's generally, we need it in the gray. We can't say no. Generally, we try to get people to yes. And so when I'm given feedback from outside counsel and they're like, yeah, it's either yes or no, I need some dialogue. I need some relationship building so they understand our model, they understand our company, they understand what's the trigger, what are the things that are pushing us. I think that has been my best relationship throughout the time I've been at US Foods and other in-house positions. If they can really hone in on what my issues are, my current face issues, my budget issues, my constraints, market adjustments, things that are going on in the economy, then it'll help me get to the next level.
What's the best way for defense counsel to do that, Dorothy?
I think just continuing to bring value, whatever it is, understanding if they see, for example, I recently got an email from a council on some unique issue that had to do with the supplier of a food product, which was under scrutiny by the federal government. Well, we buy from suppliers, and turns out we were buying a product from a supplier that we then had to take a look at and implement some, a strategy and a compliance plan around. So just giving me some value that I can then add to the business. The next time I go back, I'm totally going to say, hey, I need that from you, or I need some help from you. Giving me value is really what I want to look for.